Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at gcnlive.com.
This is your call to action. Get prepared, America. Economy, survival, energy, disasters. This is USAPrepares.com. Informative radio, educational radio. Interact now by emailing instructor@USAPrepares.com or text at 434-390-7953. Class, please take your seats. Now, your instructor, Vincent Finelli.
Friday I said I'd be here with Vincent, and I'm here, but Vince isn't. Bill took care of that. Your dial is correctly set to USAPrepares.com. And today, I've decided, see if I can give you a sample of what you miss out on, because, when I'm on the air on Monday, typically I get to, I'd say an average of 6 items, and on a good day, maybe 20. And that's just really scratching the surface. So before we get started, I'll let you know Vince is okay. It's just that he was at the RK Prepper Gun Show in North Carolina over the weekend. And, Tropical Storm Bill is playing havoc in a lot of areas. And in fact, we'll get to a little bit of that in the news today. And because of that, Vince is running a little bit behind and traveling. There will be a meetup tonight. Vince won't be there. The topic is Building Your Solar Power System, Part 2. And Vincent will be at the RK Prepper Show in Springfield, Missouri this weekend, as will fellow instructor John Moore. Well, today, when I started this morning, I had about 140 items in my show folder. I managed to cut that down to about 100. I haven't had time to stop and count. And these are posted for you on my website at thefinancialstateoftheunion.com under the news tab. The post is called Resources for USA Prepares, June 22nd. Well, first up, it's been an ongoing story for some time, a tale of 2 droughts. And we've been comparing what's going on and with California and Texas. And it's not just California. The western United States is having a tough time. The whole left coast, California, Oregon, Washington, and even east of there into part of Montana, Idaho, Utah, parts of Nevada and Arizona. They're having a tough time. The rest of the country is actually doing pretty good. In California, things are staying about the same. There was a little bit more that slipped into the drought 2 category, which is severe drought. However, in Texas, we continue to improve. We are now down to just having 3,905 people affected by drought. That's down from millions just beginning of the year. Currently, the only part that has drought, and it's 0.29% of the state, and that's just the D1 moderate drought, is located in, the far northwest part of the Panhandle. And then there's about 6.5% of the state that's just abnormally dry. There's a little spot around that drought area, and then the rest of that's basically in western central Texas. And unfortunately, a lot of the state is just hoping to dry out. We were really fortunate that Bill didn't come through here right after all of those rains hit. If it had, you'd be reading about tremendous disasters. There'd be interstates cut off, and even as is, it came close, and there are some closures. The third link I have there is called High Water, and it shows pictures of Interstate 35 going across the Red River. And we were fairly fortunate here in the Dallas area. We only got around 3 or 4 inches of rain for the most part. But just north of us along the Red River area, they got up to 10 inches. And if you get a chance to see these photographs, there is not a whole lot of space between the interstate highway bridge, and you can see in the background a railroad bridge, and the water. And when that picture was taken, they weren't sure if it would rise enough to close the interstate. So far, that hasn't happened. And given the current forecast, it looks like we're in pretty good shape for at least the next few days, so long as nothing surprises us out of the tropics. Just a little bit north of there was a little bit of a problem. I got the link slip sliding. We had a rock slide that has closed part of I-35 northbound, a little bit north of the Texas-Oklahoma border. And that's causing people to have to take a pretty long detour using other highways to get around that. These are not the only problems. There was a bridge on a farm road, which is a secondary highway, that has collapsed. And there was another highway, a state highway, that had a collapse of the road near a bridge. So we've got a couple of not major roads, but significant roads that definitely going to have traffic in those areas messed up for a while. However, in California, they've got bigger problems. I've got a couple of links for that. One's called 9 Cities. The other, The Cost of Escaping. We have a list here of 9 cities running out of water. And these include, waiting for my browser here, Bakersfield, which is a population of over 500,000. We've got Chico, 98,000. And this is in addition to a report we had this last week of a city of 15,000 residents that are basically days away from running out of water. And again, waiting for my browser. Lancaster, 341,000. Yuba City, 116. Fresno, 654,000. Modesto, 358,000. Merced, 136,000. Hanford, 87,000. So it's a bunch of people, all in all, 37 million people affected by drought in California. And unless that turns around, there is some hopes that there will be an El Nino this winter that will start bringing water in. However, if it doesn't and people have to start escaping, that, it's not good for the real estate market there. And it also gets expensive. That last article on escaping shows U-Haul prices. These were obtained on June 18th. Let's say that you were crazy enough that you wanted to go from Denver to Los Angeles. Renting a truck would cost you $985. However, if you wanted to do the other way around, Los Angeles to Denver, it'd be over $2,200, costing you nearly $1,300 more to escape. Another one, if you wanted to go coast to coast from Atlanta to LA, a little over $1,100. However, the other way around, Los Angeles to Atlanta, nearly $3,600. Close to a $2,500 difference. So you can just imagine, if we have a mass exodus, what will happen to that differential. Be cheap going, but to get out is going to at least be into the four figures. And I know we're coming up on a break here soon. We did have, a sad event last week with another person that, is on mind-altering prescription drugs, goes and decides to kill a bunch of people. And we'll be talking about that. The section I have there is called Uncommon Sense. And that's in reply to Hillary Clinton's plea for common sense gun control. Of course, what we found out since the shooting is, the guy was not given the gun for his birthday. He was given cash for his birthday. He bought the gun through a store, went through the same background check, so it was legally obtained. And all these insane gun laws really don't help these, protect us against these people that want to do destruction. And we'll pick up on this after this break.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Block-It Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockItPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockItPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockItPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state in back taxes, you know they'll never stop coming after you. With bank levies, wage garnishments, they'll even seize your home or business. The good news? A government program for tax debt forgiveness. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative.
I'm Paul Sibley with U.S. Tax Shield. We can help navigate the new laws, get you protected, and resolve your tax issues permanently.
Call the experts at U.S. Tax Shield now for your free consultation and get a guaranteed quote to resolve your case. Call 800-436-6451. That's 800-436-6451.
How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
All loans subject to OnDeck score approval, must be in business at least 1 year to apply. Attention small business owners needing financing. Are you too busy running your business to deal with the slow lending process of your bank? Are you frustrated at the paperwork and delays just trying to get a decision? Then you need OnDeck, the A+ Better Business Bureau rated small business experts, where our simple application process takes as little as 10 minutes and funding could be available in just 1 business day. At OnDeck, we focus on your business operation and cash flow, not just your personal credit score. And we're ready to help with loans of up to $250,000. True business loans, not credit card advances. OnDeck provides financing to a wide variety of small businesses like restaurants, plumbing, landscaping, freight trucking, and healthcare providers. If you're frustrated with the paperwork and long decision times of traditional lenders, contact OnDeck. Funding could be available in just 1 business day. OnDeck is publicly listed on the New York Stock Exchange and has provided over $2 billion to small businesses like yours. So go to OnDeckLending.com today or call 800-293-6819. That's 800-293-6819.
Now, a twice-as-nice Twin Kit special offer from Complete H2O Minerals for all GCN listeners. Get a Complete H2O Minerals Twin Kit with 33 different minerals, vitamins, and amino acids all in a liquid form. Enough for 2 people for 1 month. Regular price $89.95, but now Complete H2O Minerals is offering the Twin Kit for $69.95. And all GCN listeners receive a bonus 16-ounce bottle of Ionic Silver absolutely free with free shipping. A $120 total value. Hurry, limited time offer. Call 803-794-4767 or click CompleteH2OMinerals.com.
Have you ever wondered if you could make electric, light, or heat in your home for free? How about a motor that charges batteries at the same time? What if this also restores useless batteries and saves you lots of money? Come to our Renaissance Charge Conference workshop on August 15th and 16th in Fort Lauderdale. Visit r-charge.com. That's r-charge.com for details, or call 208-304-2954. 208-304-2954.
This is John Regan at the controls today. I'm having a round table here with the 3 of us, me, myself, and I. And if you missed Friday's show, I think you should go back to the archives on GCNlive.com and take a listen. The first hour, we had Bill the Junkman Whaley, and he has so many ideas for how you can do preparedness things for nothing or next to nothing. And then hour 2 was Matt Stein, which is always an interesting discussion. We're at my website today, thefinancialstateoftheunion.com, on the news tab. I'm going to see if I can get through roughly 100 items today. I'm in the uncommon sense section talking about, the shooting that we had in Charlotte. And when I heard that happen, my first thoughts were, if only somebody there had been armed that could have taken this guy out and saved lives. Well, then the news comes out. You can't do that in South Carolina. It's against the law. Churches are gun-free zones, and you could face a fine of $1,000, a year in jail, or both if you don't want to be a sitting duck. And hopefully that will change. Unfortunately, one of the things that we did find out is this guy has a history of being on mind-altering drugs, the legal kind. And in February, he was discovered with Suboxone. And if you want to look this one up, it's Suboxone. It's like Subox1. And it's a synthetic opiate. And it's basically used to try and get people off of addictive drugs, but it does have considerable side effects, including violence. I've also got a link there that's directly to the Suboxone website, and there's a film or a video there that talks about how the Suboxone film works. It's on the right-hand side of that web page. and that's what it's called, how Suboxone film works. Watch the video, and you click that, and it's about a 10-minute video, if I remember right, with all the nice disclaimers and everything else. It's a sublingual drug, and apparently it works very quickly, and unfortunately we've seen time and time again with these shootings, it's being done by somebody that is either on or just stopped taking these types of drugs. And more often than not, they take advantage of people that are in gun-free zones. Thank you, liberal politicians, for aiding and abetting these people. Now, we've also got some examples on what happens when you don't limit the people. 5 bullets to save 1,000 lives. There was a missionary in Africa in 1993. All he had was a .38 and 5 rounds. He defeated a terrorist attack from 4 armed men, had AK-47s, grenades, Molotov cocktails, but he fought them off and saved the lives of about 1,000 people. In Colorado Springs, 2007, we had a person that was working security that was able to fend off attackers. And one that I remember from 1999 is local here, where a shooter walked into Fort Worth Church, killed, I believe, 7 people before he shot himself. So I would like to see an end to this, but unfortunately, I'm afraid we're going to see more. Be back after the bottom hour break.
How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. So, disable the cable and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV right now to sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and up to 4 rooms. And there's no equipment to buy. That includes your free HD TV upgrade, your free DVR upgrade, and your free professional installation. And the best part, the pristine digital picture and sound. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. So, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. 1-888-379-MY-TV. Disable the cable, cut costs, and get more. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. 1-888-379-MY-TV.
Did you know that drinking pure, high alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
Hi, this is Laura Harris of Lady Talk Live. With the current threat of epidemics and pandemics threatening us and medical resources dwindling, it's time we protect ourselves. That's why I use Longevity's immune booster Beta 500. Beta 500 is the most powerful immune system booster you can buy. This proprietary blend provides the most studied and proven immune system booster available. Order now. Call 855-333-5239. That's 855-333-5239.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Had probably better leave town. When we look at the Quran, it does mention Jesus. However, he's not the Son of God. He's a secondary prophet. Muhammad's, top dog. If you're given the opportunity to convert to Islam, and if you don't, then, we just put you out of your misery. And with prophecy, whatever we prophesize last overrides what we said before. So maybe eventually we'll get it right. And instead of having a discussion on this, we get this confusion from a major religious leader. Because when you look at it objectively, research it, the Bible and the Quran cannot both be true. So that gives us three possibilities. Either Jesus is a liar and the Quran is true, Muhammad's a false prophet and the Bible is true, or we have Jesus is a liar and Muhammad's a false prophet, and both aren't true. So I think everybody knows the side I fall on, but we're going to be seeing probably more and more unrest simply because of what our leaders are doing. We also have the Pope saying weapons manufacturers can't call themselves Christian. Well, it's kind of like I just said a couple of minutes ago. Even Jesus said to arm yourself. Now, it's true that weapons we have today go far beyond that. But unfortunately, too, we can't put the genie back in the bottle. And I'd say the bigger problem is the technology, and that mankind simply is not grown up enough to use the technology without causing even more problems. And unfortunately, the third one I call decarbon, and where this is going to be interesting, especially in how the upcoming election season is going to play out here in the United States, because we now have the Pope supporting this man-made, carbon-based climate change ideology where he wants to have a one-world government so we can control carbon emissions. It's going to be tough since the mainstream media wants to push that agenda. I've got a link under that called the 3 million, and I've not been able to totally vet this article, but it says that there's 3 million underwater volcanoes, and this is causing a fair amount of the global warming. We also have other things going on in the solar system. It's not just Earth. We have global warming on other planets, and that is not being caused by carbon dioxide, cows farting, or any of the other reasons that they want to give for this man-made, let's control everybody agenda that's coming from the White House. And as part of that, I've got another link below that called the 6 billion. And one of the people they brought in for the Pope's document on climate change is, one of these people that says the Earth is overpopulated by at least 6 billion people. We just need to get rid of those. They're just taking up space and, making the world nasty for all the elites out there. So, unfortunately, I doubt this is going to convince any of the stupid voters, but, not my words. That's Jonathan Gruber, who is one of the architects of Obamacare. And unfortunately, that's not all we're facing. If you look at what's going on in the UK, things typically happen there before they bring them here to America. And we've got a pastor in Northern Ireland that's been charged with a crime for 3 words that he said last year, that Islam is heathen, Islam is satanic, Islam is a doctrine spawned in hell. He has not been arrested yet, but our freedom of speech is, being trampled on, and they are inventing this, hate crime. And in a way it is, because if you're a Christian and you believe that these activities are things that God doesn't like, and that if you continue to be unrepentant, you're going to end up somewhere that you're not going to like, reminding people of that is to them hateful, because those people hate God's ways. And it's going to get even more insane than that. I've got a link below that called Sticks and Stones. I would know there's a lot of you out there probably remember back in when you started going to school and there were bullies out there and people would call you names, and I'd have teachers and my parents say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never harm me. Well, now we're being taught in universities of America that words are weapons. And we're now going to be seeing these new doctrines of microaggressive statements. I don't want to ask the question what they're going to come up with next because I really don't want to know the answer. We're seeing more of a degradation on television. The Family Channel, I think they probably ought to start calling it the dysfunctional Family Channel. Is going to have a new show about TV dads, and that's not television. That's transvestite. What used to be perversion is now celebrated. And below that, we've got the haters, again, coming out of the UK. They are working on orders that can make Christian teachings criminal. And last but not least, the real hate speech. Islam is teaching its people to hate the Jews, and I'll just go ahead and wrap it up there and be back on the other side of the break.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Hey neighbor, what are you doing digging? You had a heart attack last year.
Oh, I know. I was told no more hard labor.
Then why are you digging?
Well, I've been taking Extendovite. It's been approved to help my heart.
Extendovite? Is that a new drug?
No, not a drug. It's more like an herbal combination made from garlic and cayenne.
Herbal? How can that help?
Well, actually, we've taken herbs for thousands of years, and Extendovite is doing the job for me.
Does your doctor know about Extendovite?
Yeah, my doctor knows, and he said it seems to be working for you, so don't stop taking it. I feel great taking Extendovite. I don't want to stop.
To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit our website at heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine, there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
Have you ever felt like the United States government knows way too much about your financial affairs? I continue to hear stories about property seizures, frozen bank accounts, confiscation of stocks and bonds. It makes me wonder if the U.S. citizen will ever again have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, with the Drug and Money Laundering Act, the IRS Revenue Ruling 6045 of 1984, and the Trading with the Enemy Act and Franklin D. Roosevelt's Executive Order of 1933, some precious metal holdings are subject to government intervention. For this reason, Midas Resources has prepared a report explaining the boundaries of trading precious metals privately. Whether if you have any intention of trading with Midas Resources or not, I have instructed my representatives to give this report out free. Call for your free copy at 1-800-686-2237. When investing, always proceed with caution. Again, call 1-800-686-2237. Exercise your legal right to trade metals privately. 1-800-686-2237.
It's very easy to be a criminal. All you need to burglarize a home is one simple household tool, a pair of scissors. If your home security system can be compromised by a criminal using scissors, then you're making it easy for them. Almost every home security system, even those sold by big-name companies, has a weakness. The phone line. You shell out $1,500, get locked into a long-term contract, and think you're safe. But a burglar can destroy your alarm in seconds with one snip. And when a burglar cuts your phone line, you're defenseless. Simply Safe Home Security is the smarter choice. Built by Harvard engineers, Simply Safe uses a wireless connection to call the cops. Scissors can't cut it. And that means your home stays safe. 24/7 professional monitoring is under $15 a month with no contract. Simply Safe Home Security keeps you safer than the other guys for half the cost. Protect your home with the alarm you can trust. Simply Safe. Go to simplysafedefense.com now for an exclusive 10% offer. That's simplysafedefense.com.
This is Sean Regan sitting in for Vincent today. He's on his way back from the RK Gun Show, and he is safe, last word that I got, and we'll be back tomorrow. I've got a new section for today. I've called it Let's Ban Blank for the children, your safety, etc. And this may end up being one of those sections that we'll repeat for a little bit because there's just so much good stuff to fit in here. First up is guns, which is, of course, being called for because of the shooting by this guy on mind-altering drugs. And you look at, just the percentage on here. There's, over the last 30 years, you've got, roughly 70 mass shootings. Based on the number of gun owners, that is such a small fraction of percent. If you rounded it to 3 digits, it wouldn't even show up. And that's past the decimal point. It's a small fraction of 1%. Now, on the other hand, if we look at cars, drunk drivers kill thousands of people a year. And wouldn't it make sense to save lives by banning cars? Or maybe say it's not the car, like it's not the gun, it's the driver's fault being drunk, so let's ban alcohol. Well, we kind of tried that with prohibition. That didn't work. And there's, if you jump on down the next link, I've got some homicide stats. When we break this down, it's mostly handguns that are of the firearms variety. In 2011, which is the most recent stat here, nearly 13,000 people were killed by homicide, and about 8,500 of those were with guns, and about 6,200 of those were handguns. Knives was quite popular, 1,500. Blunt objects, clubs, hammers, and the like. Personal weapons, hands, fists, feet. So So let's start banning knives, start banning clubs, start banning hands and feet. Hey, it's all for the children, for your safety. And it's not just drunk drivers. I've got a link there. We've got an attorney jailed for running over someone while high on prescription drugs. We got a woman charged with murder after beating her boyfriend to death with a can of peas, a can of carrots, and a can of chicken soup. So maybe we need to ban canned goods. And it's, not just that. It's for our health. We've got a new study. Half of all deaths from 12 different cancers are caused by smoking. So let's ban cigarettes too. Maybe on the other hand, it'd just be easier to ban people, which seems to be what the agenda really is. Like I say, I've got about 100 links here for today, and we're getting close to the top of the hour break. When we come back, we'll pick up with the financial section, and unfortunately, the news is what you'd expect. John Regan sitting in for Vincent Finelli. We'll see you after the top of the hour news.
Have you ever wondered if you could make electric, light, or heat in your home for free? How about a motor that charges batteries at the same time? What if this also restores useless batteries and saves you lots of money? Come to our Renaissance Charge Conference workshop on August 15th and 16th in Fort Lauderdale. Visit r-charge.com. That's r-charge.com for details, or call 208-304-2954. 208-304-2954.
Hi, this is Larry Smith. Sometimes bad things happen to good people, like when the jeweler ruined my ring and wouldn't do anything about it. But when my Legal Shield attorney called him and told him what my rights were, I received a check for over $2,100. Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com, or call 855-340-SAVE. Again, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
We love that you're passionate about GCN. And whether you're a listener, a business owner, or a radio industry professional, we've redesigned the new GCN newsletter to keep you in the know. Get updates on your favorite GCN shows and hosts. Go to GCNlive.com and click on the banner in the upper left corner. Just for signing up, you're automatically entered for monthly giveaways. Start receiving your newsletter today. The future of talk radio. GCN.
This is your captain, John Regan. It's just the three of us here today, me and Smith and Wesson. I'll be doing all the talking, hopefully. Vincent is on his way back from the RK Prepper Show in North Carolina. The remnants of Tropical Storm Bill definitely slowed down his travel progress, but he is okay, and we do expect him back on the air tomorrow. There is a meetup tonight at Jimmy's Egg. The part 2 of building your solar power system will be on the floor tonight, and also he wanted to let you know that there's an RK Prepper show in Springfield this weekend at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds, and that Vincent and John Moore will both be speaking there. Information on tonight's meetup and a link to RK Prepper shows is on page 1 of usaprepares.com. Today, I'm trying to give you a taste of what I have to go through in preparing for my normal Monday show. I typically have around 100 items that I'd like to get to, but even without having Vincent to push buttons, it looks like I'm not even going to come close to covering that. And I did save some of the really good button pushers for next time when he's here. No doubt a lot of these items would have pushed buttons anyway. We're at the news tab of the financial state of the union.com, and we're coming up on the financial section. And what we're finding out is apartment occupancy is at an all-time high, basically because people can't afford homes. On the flip side of that, mortgage applications have fallen, and we've also seen news that people can't afford to buy a home or to rent. And, of course, we know how well America treats its homeless. The third item there, it's bad when they say it's worse. The budget office has come out and said the United States debt picture has worsened dramatically. I think I wrote a book about that. If you know what the real situation is, it's not pretty. And I guess we're finally getting to that point where they're not even trying to hide that anymore. The fourth item is the about rent, where it's difficult for low-income Americans. What we are seeing is, multi-generations of families, or even, friends or even total strangers moving in together to afford rent. And there's, I just love the next one, magic. Where we see the companies report their earnings. And the total growth, 2009 to present, they have a chart for this here. The reported earnings per share during this time frame grew 204%. However, the sales per share only grew 34%. So how do you turn a 34% increase in revenue into a 204% increase in the bottom line? Well, there's part of that's been done by getting rid of people. And it kind of looks like they've cut all they can really cut. So from here on, it looks like any cuts are going to be felt on the bottom line. But they've also done a lot of accounting magic where they've basically pulled rabbits out of the hat, and they've also bought back shares so that they have fewer shares to dilute the earnings with. So it's nice propaganda if you can get away with it. And, oh, the joys of live radio, waiting on the browser to turn the page. Well, while I'm waiting for my browser to respond, there it is. Don't you just love how they say that car sales are up? Well, the way they count car sales is when a manufacturer sells a car to a dealer. That counts as car sales. And the flip side of that is, what's the inventory? And there's a nice chart here. Motor vehicle inventories are as far as we can tell, the highest they've ever been. This chart only goes back to 1998, but it looks like it used to be pretty low before that. And this has been on a steady increase since the bottom dropped out in 2008. It went a little flat from 2010 to 11, but it's pretty much stayed on the same angle. And, sooner or later they're going to run out of space on dealer parking lots. They just can't keep this up. But there's some good news. If you want to be a quadrillionaire, and well, I guess I need to go through all the levels here. I think everybody understands millionaire and billionaire. Next comes trillionaire, and above trillion is quadrillion. And Zimbabwe is demonetizing. They're offering $5 per 175 quadrillion Zimbabwe dollars. So if you want to be a quadrillionaire, you can be a multi-quadrillionaire for just $5. There's a lot of people out there that think that you can just inflate your way out of debt. And it's true that, the old debt is being paid off with, dollars that are worth less if we're talking about United States dollars. However, at the same time, you're still having to go through normal life, whether it's the government operations or your personal life. And as things get more and more expensive, you're able to pay off these trillions of dollars with, more worthless dollars. However, now you're probably going to pick up quadrillions of dollars of debt. So it's like a never-ending cycle until it collapses. And at the bottom of the financial section, I've got a link that's more affordable. Talking about the Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare. Guess what? On average, 12% premium hikes for next year. I guess that's going to make that insurance just a little bit more affordable, right? And, just slipped on down to the employment section there. We've got more cuts in the oil patch, this time from Norway. Max shrinkage. McDonald's is actually closing stores, closing the Gap. The Gap is closing a number of stores and concentrating more online. HSBC, big bank, is dumping 50,000 people. It's about 20% of its workforce. And don't forget that they were one of the attendees at the recent Bilderberger conference. And did come across an interesting article here. At the bottom of the employment section, Robo Job Calculator. So you can see what's the likelihood your job is going to be taken over by a robot. And the default that comes up there is bookkeeper. And it says bookkeepers have a 97.6% chance of being automated. Well, that's not really great news for us because I think most of you know Becky is a bookkeeper. It's not really much better for other people in the that type of industry. Tax preparers have a 98.7, even better chance of being automated. Financial analysts, they say has about 23% chance. I'm not sure about that because these artificial intelligences may pick up on that. But accountants and auditors, kind of surprising, a 93.5%. So all those people that have worked hard, got their CPA, I would say they can go flip burgers. However, we're seeing those jobs outsourced at a high rate too. It's John Regan sitting in for Vincent today. We'll be back after these few messages.
Have you ever wondered if you could make electric, light, or heat in your home for free? How about a motor that charges batteries at the same time? What if this also restores useless batteries and saves you lots of money? Come to our Renaissance Charge Conference workshop on August 15th and 16th in Fort Lauderdale. Visit r-charge.com. That's r-charge.com for details, or call 208-304-2954. 208-304-2954.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
All loans subject to on-deck score approval, must be in business at least 1 year to apply. Attention small business owners needing financing. Are you too busy running your business to deal with the slow lending process of your bank? Are you frustrated at the paperwork and delays just trying to get a decision? Then you need OnDeck, the A+ Better Business Bureau rated small business experts, where our simple application process takes as little as 10 minutes and funding could be available in just 1 business day. At OnDeck, we focus on your business operation and cash flow, not just your personal credit score. And we're ready to help with loans of up to $250,000. True business loans, not credit card advances. OnDeck provides financing to a wide variety of small businesses like restaurants, plumbing, landscaping, freight trucking, and healthcare providers. If you're frustrated with the paperwork and long decision times of traditional lenders, contact OnDeck. Funding could be available in just 1 business day. OnDeck is publicly listed on the New York Stock Exchange and has provided over $2 billion to small businesses like yours. So go to OnDeckLending.com today or call 800-293-6819. That's 800-293-6819.
We've been patiently waiting while you tried to ignore us, waiting while you acted like we didn't exist, waiting for our chance to be taken seriously. The wait is over. GCN is available 24/7 at GCNlive.com. Navigate through news from your favorite hosts and download archives of past shows. Download the app on your smartphone or tablet or visit GCNlive.com for instant access and live streaming. GCNlive.com, the future of talk radio, now at your fingertips.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
This is John Regan at the controls today. We'll see if my voice makes it all the way through the end. We're coming up on one of Vincent's favorite sections, spy tech. And I can just imagine if he downloads this show and is doing his tractor therapy, I wonder if he's going to start doing wheelies about now. Okay, up first, the Navy has a new drone helicopter. It's pretty much based off existing design, except that it doesn't have a pilot on board. I'm sure eventually they'll get a modified design that makes it even smaller and harder to see on radar. We've got a little discussion on hacking. Kevin Mitnick, who's, I guess as I say in the article, an infamous hacker, demonstrates just how easy it is to tap into your network. And it's even more so on the inside. So you can think of these, especially a larger company, where there's so many, network connections. It just takes a little bit of gear, literally, like $50 worth of materials, and anything that's not encrypted is basically available. Along the hacking lines, I got hacked to death. Hackers can control medical pumps to administer fatal doses, or I guess they could do the opposite, is turn them off, and you get to have the effects of the other way. Either way, it's not good. I know these pumps are convenient, but boy, to have them open to modification through the internet is not a risk I'd really want to take. And then I've got a link. When I was your age, you're probably used to the stories. When I was your age, we had to walk uphill both ways in the snow to the school. And as time goes by, things change. It's like when I was your age, we had to walk all the way across the living room to change the channel. And it looks like it's going to be when I was your age, we had to pick up the remote to change the channel. Now we're working on this technology that will read your mind, so you can just change the TV channel with a thought and not even have to pick up the remote. I don't know. Are we just that lazy, or is this just another way of getting technology onto the heads of people so that they can more easily read your mind? And speaking of reading minds, intelligent neural dust embedded in the brain can be the ultimate brain-computer interface. And the article gets into detail about how this is put together and communicates. And speaking of another kind of mind, deep mind, Google's artificial intelligence uses the Daily Mail articles, which I use quite often here myself, to teach computers how to read and understand human language. Now, keep in mind that Google was just over at the Bilderberg meeting, specifically talking about artificial intelligence. There's some discussion that the AI is actually already awake. I don't think it's fully functional, but who knows? It's possible that it may be. I know they're using it in more and more places for things like speech recognition. And we'll talk more about this and spy tech after the break.
How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Did you know that drinking pure, high alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market. The gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Hey neighbor, what are you doing digging? You had a heart attack last year.
Oh, I know. I was told no more hard labor.
Then why are you digging?
Well, I've been taking Extendovite. It's been approved to help my heart.
Extendovite? Is that a new drug?
No, not a drug. It's more like an herbal combination made from garlic and cayenne.
Herbal? How can that help?
Well, actually, we've taken herbs for thousands of years. Extendovite is doing the job for me.
Does your doctor know about Extendovite?
Yeah, my doctor knows, and he said it seems to be working for you, so don't stop taking it. I feel great taking Extendovite. I don't want to stop.
To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit our website at heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
This is John Regan at the controls today, and it looks like I'll be keeping my record intact of running out of time before running out of material. We were talking about Google's DeepMind, which Google bought from a company just last year. And there's a difference between this and your normal computer. They're either using software that simulates neural networks, which is the way the brain works, or they might be using these chips like IBM has developed that in hardware do the neural networking. But either way, these computers can learn 24 hours a day. They are at the point now where they don't even give them the rules. They just let them learn on their own. They determine what the rules are, and then they find out better ways of doing things. It's interesting from a computer science point of view, but from a human and freedom point of view, it's a little on the disturbing side. Next up, I've got Eye in the Sky. Something I threw in here just to let you see what they're showing as unclassified, where you could actually pick out a person, walking. It's got 1 meter, which is a 3.2 foot resolution. And when you see things like this, remember this is the unclassified. The classified stuff they have out there is even better. I can't tell you how much better, but just use your imagination. Next up, the Watching Watch. It looks like we're going to have facial recognition coming to a watch near you. And I was wondering, why would people go out and get, these iWatches and their competitors when they are already carrying around smartphones? And it's another way of the identity security problem, which I don't know if we're going to get to that today or not. But this allows, if you think about it with the watch, it can do the facial recognition, and it can be checking your heartbeat, which is another bioidentifier. And then you can also use it for a PIN to even have, instead of a 2-factor authorization, a 3-factor authorization, or you can, use voice commands. There's no shortage there. All sorts of ways of, determining that you're you. And another scary one, brain to text, have mind-reading technology that can take your thoughts and turn it into text. I'm expecting it's not going to be too long. When you go into court, they'll just hook you up, and instead of a lie detector, they're going to know what you're thinking. And now they're talking about installing artificial intelligence into sex dolls so that they can talk and think for themselves. Gee, this way, and you can, have companionship. With the prices on these life-size dolls typically range from $5,000 to $10,000. I don't know how much more will take for the artificial intelligence into that, but perhaps when you think it can't get any weirder, they find new and inventive ways of doing that. Boy, there is just so much in the control section here. And I'll start off with robo-agent. They're now talking about having these face-scanning robots, basically as ticket agents in airports. So just think about it. You go to the counter and not only is it checked that you're you, but now it's pretty much able to tag you for all the internal security and follow you everywhere you go. We've also got the issue of self-sufficiency as a crime. We pretty much talked here where we know that in order to stop the worst from happening, that we have to have at least 10 to 20% of households raising food. That's veggies, that's small animals, chickens, rabbits, and in this case, it's a mini goat. And the city has now declared goats illegal, and the family was using this goat for goat's milk, which is probably about the best milk for you, even better than cow's milk. And just another sign of the control system. And call the next one the two-flush truck. The EPA is tightening fuel efficiency standards for trucks. When they improve the efficiency on toilets, how many times do you have to flush twice just to get what you used to do in one flush? While they've been putting these standards in on cars, they've pretty much left trucks alone because trucks have had to do heavy-duty work. Well, just imagine now you get these new standards so the trucks can't haul as much. So now you might need a second truck to haul or make another trip. So that I expect is going to work out real well. After all, we need to cut down on that carbon usage. We've also been talking about Bitcoin on here. And I was never a fan of Bitcoin. And this article talks about how, Bitcoins are not private. It was one of the things I pushed for the proponents that, it's private. Nobody can track you because it goes into this wallet and nobody knows who the wallet belongs to. Well, how many times have we talked about on the show whether, it's, calling phone numbers or places you go to that you're located by GPS with as few as 3 or 4 data points. They can identify you individually. And it's same thing with credit cards. Even if you got one of these, cards with, no name attached to it, by the time you've used it 3 or 4 times, they can identify it as you. It's the same thing with Bitcoin. You're just using it to buy something else. And then the other side of that is they put the blockchain technology, they can follow wherever it goes. So not only do they know, what you bought, they know where you got the Bitcoin from. And I really believe that Bitcoin was nothing more than a beta test for this new control system for digital money, plus all the other financial transactions out there. Think of stocks, bonds, options. They will have their own blockchain, so every time it changes owner, there's a tracking of it. Talk about a permanent record. Some of the news that kind of disturbed me is what the American Medical Association is working on doing. There's 2 articles about this. First is gagged, below is or forced retirement. The AMA is working on gag orders for medical dissenters. If you don't agree with the Ministry of Truth, they want to shut you up. I don't know if they'll be able to reach outside of those that are actively practicing, but if you don't want to be in part of the pharmaceutical, vaccinate everybody group, they're going to want to keep you quiet. And if you do have a practice, they want to force what they call incompetent older doctors to retire, even if they don't want to. These are doctors that either learn things before the pharmaceutical industry really clamped down, or they've been practicing long enough that they got over their med school indoctrination and are actually trying to help people rather than just, fix symptoms, which then have side effects, which cause more symptoms, and of course it's never fixed. So therefore it's a nice, great way to get an income stream. We've talked about Internet of Things before. And the next item, password killer. And they're saying the Internet of Things is the password killer we've been waiting for. So everywhere you go, they'll be watching you. This is John Regan sitting in for Vincent. We'll be back to wrap up after this break.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom, the number 106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.
Honey, it's time for dinner. What are you doing over there on your computer?
I'm shopping for a new wallet. Mine is falling apart. Hey, did you know there's a company called ID Stronghold that makes shielded wallets to prevent electronic pickpocketing?
Oh, I didn't realize there was such a thing as electronic pickpocketing. What is that?
Well, apparently, many of the new credit and debit cards being issued have radio chips inside them called RFID that transmit our banking information to card readers when we pay. Unfortunately, a bad guy can also get one of these readers and go around the city scanning people, collecting their credit card numbers and personal information without us knowing it.
Wow, that sounds scary. Since you're getting a new wallet anyway, you should definitely get an ID Stronghold shielded wallet. Are they more expensive?
No. In fact, I can get a shielded leather wallet from IDStronghold.com for the same price or less than regular unshielded wallets from other stores.
Sounds great. My wallet isn't falling apart yet, but let me pick one out too. I want to be protected, and these wallets at IDStronghold.com look fantastic.
Is negative content or comments on the web affecting your personal or professional reputation? Unfavorable comments, embarrassing pictures, videos, legal documents, and bad tweets can ruin your personal life, your career, or your business. It happens a lot, and it's just not fair. But what can you do? Reputation.com can protect your good name. Get a free consultation now at 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Call right now for a free expert reputation analysis. It's easy to squash the unfair attacks with our patented system, and the analysis is absolutely free. Make the best things about you jump out in searches. Protect your personal and professional reputation, your business, and your income. Get your free reputation analysis from Reputation.com right now. Call 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771.
Well, we've made it through. So I can make the next 3 minutes. There is a meetup tonight and at Jimmy's Egg, part 2 on solar energy. And speaking of energy, let's go ahead and turn down the Fukushima section. And I thought it was rather interesting. It was comparing Fukushima to Chernobyl. And basically right now the amount of radiation in Tokyo is nearly double what the exclusion zone is around Chernobyl. And to me, there's so much wrong about that. But you've also got the problem, keep in mind the population in the Tokyo area is about 38 million, which is roughly the size of California. And we've talked about with California and its drought, relocating that number of people is an almost impossible task. It's just one of these events that we're going to be following for the rest of our lives, and we just hope that they manage to do a better job before an earthquake comes by and releases even more radiation. And let's go ahead and drop down to preparedness. I've got an article, Young Wascally Wabbits try to lighten up on here a little bit. I've not raised rabbits, but this article shows pictures of them during the first 30 days, and it's kind of like watching a kitten or a puppy from birth to being recognizable, even though it's not quite yet an adult. And I stuck this in there for a reason. We've talked about how you need to be raising your own food before the poop hits the props. And we've talked about you can't put a seed in the ground and get a mature crop in 6 weeks. You can't hatch an egg and have a mature chicken in 6 weeks. And, here's another, food source. Rabbits are small. They're, one of the fastest to get up to speed. But here, from birth to 30 days and even 6 weeks, you're seeing that you don't have a mature rabbit. So you make sure you got your food supply chain in action, because otherwise when things collapse, it's not going to be pretty. We've already got most people out there, don't have any kind of backup food. The store shelves are going to empty quickly. When all that's gone, then you're going to be seeing, the foraging for what's available around, whether it's squirrels or pigeons, dogs, cats. And then when all of those run out, one of the reasons that you should have a gun is to make sure that you're not on the menu. And since we got a little bit of time at the bottom two of the control section, Energy Gestapo and EPA Bible, EPA boss just told our threatened Americans going to come knocking on your doors if you don't do things properly. And EPA regulations are 46 times as long as the Bible. The IRS regs are only 7 times. And that's food for thought. Thanks for being with us today. Vincent should be back on the air tomorrow. This is John Regan. And remember, class, honesty and integrity. What happens next is up to you.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Usually, the older one gets, the less you are able to absorb amino acids and the less you are able to repair the 100 trillion cells of your body. As a result, you'll have less energy, your tissues will shrink, and you'll become wrinkled. An older person will typically injure more easily and heal more slowly. Not fun. However, if you can consume a protein powder that is easier to absorb, then you may be able to gain back some strength, muscle, and speed of recovery. One World Whey is a highly digestible whey protein powder that may be the perfect answer for you.
My name is Errol. I'm 74 years old. You know, the taste of One World Whey is amazing. I play pickleball, and since taking One World Whey and your trace mineral supplement, I have more energy and recover faster from my working out. I used to take another grass-fed whey protein powder, but now I'm getting much better results using One World Whey.
Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldwhey.com.